Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to puzzle competition number 4. Are you ready? Here we go. We are starting. This time, it's going to be a very special edition. Very much looking forward to it. Hope you are too. Let's take a look at the map that we have today, and it is built by Margie this time, as you can see here on the side, and also with the sniff and the purple layout. It looks very nice. She built the base for this month's puzzle edition. If you don't know what puzzle is, it's basically this right here. You get an unfinished map, a start, finish, a few checkpoints, and then you are given blocks to, finish the track in the fastest way possible. It's about a time. And whoever submitted the fastest time across the last week and sent in their replay will be going home with 100 euro as well. That is going to the first place. Alright, but yeah, this is the map here. Special things. First of all, everything is blocked in by engine offs. The start, engine off. Checkpoint, engine off. This checkpoint, engine off. All of them are engine off. And it's all, not only that, there are some very interesting things about this. Start, finish, right above each other. We have a bobsleigh checkpoint, sausage checkpoint, and for the first time ever, a magnet checkpoint. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Gonna be fun. Looking forward to it. I forgot to turn that thing off. Whoops. Well, okay, you got a little bit of a spoiler for the first time. You got a spoiler for the first time. Ooh, what could it be? How did Doomy finish in 105 seconds? I sure wonder how that is possible. The thing is, though, with all of the engine offs and everything, I do really wonder how it is possible. Saw the winner already, yeah, GG. What's that booster doing? Yeah, I might have forgot to delete one block. Doesn't exist. Definitely can't place that one there. But yeah, these are the blocks that you have. So we had 3 pages of blocks, 290 beams, as you can see right here. It's actually just 2. But yeah, you had beams. We had resets. Specifically, there's 2 resets that you have. So obviously you get engine off in every checkpoint, but if you get a reset right after, you reset that engine off. You don't have to play the entire map in engine off. You can reset it. Also, very important blocks. We have 3, let me actually place it in block mix. We have 3 boosters. So 1 yellow booster on sausage, 1 red booster, very crucial to use efficiently, and also 1 gate booster as well. Those are the most important blocks. Other blocks that we have are some bobsleigh blocks, as you can see right here, some normal platforms. This plastic roof, of course, 1 ramp. We have also a bigger ramp right here as well. Some black platform blocks for quarter pipes and stuff like that. More plastic. 2 quarter pipe blocks here. And also these ramps and some incredibly useful sausage blocks, definitely. And especially this thing, sausage looping. Oh, let's see if we will see that one in some of the submissions from you guys. But yeah, I would say then, without any further ado, let's get into the results. So, first one, as you may have seen already earlier, is gonna be Doomy. He submitted the slowest time, but if you have seen the previous ones, you know that maybe there is a reason for that. So, let me grab the replay, and here we go. Going in. Wait, that's the wrong button. This is the wrong button. This is the correct button. Here we go. Alright. Doomy. And, well, as you can maybe expect already, it looks like a very weird kind of map from above, a little bit. It is, once again, a press forward solution. Let's take a look. How did he do it? First of all, just glitches through the ground at the start, using then the bobsleigh to turn to the right, hitting the checkpoint here with a reset through the checkpoint, which is very important. Then going up here, like he doesn't have engine off now, because otherwise he would never get up this hill. So far he hasn't used any of the boosters as well, which can be very useful as well. Then flip up here, and land once again. Now going onto the red boost and actually getting a really good transition like that. Look at that. And then up here onto a ramp as well. Now he's missing one more checkpoint and the finish. At the moment, this looks actually like a pretty good time. 46 seconds right now. Okay, it's a little bit slow here, but he's gonna get a reset soon once he's gonna drop into the checkpoint and turn around. So why is the time 105 seconds? Why is it that slow? Well, the finish is right there. Well, this is why. So this goes on for the next 30 seconds until he finally gets into the finish. Ah, is this the one? Ah, not quite. There he goes. 1 minute 45. 1 minute 45. But yeah, really cool idea here from Dumi once again. Or cool ideas that he used. It's crazy to me that you can just bug through the ground here. Like, why? Why does it just drop through the ground? That's really cool though. There is still an engine. Is there still an engine? No, there's no engine off below. That's actually interesting. He doesn't get any engine off because, yeah, he doesn't get any engine off with that. That's actually so clever. That is so clever. Oh yeah, then going up all the way here. This transition here, honestly, super smooth. He's jumping up here into the magnet, then with a wall ride into the sausage looping, and then bouncing up onto the ramp. Really creative stuff. Doomy with the first run for today. Next one that we're gonna take a look at. Now we're gonna go into actual proper solutions. It's gonna be Mega Adri. And Mega Adri coming in with a 24.9. The first proper time. Let's take a look. So starting off in a block bouncing through, or rather glitching through the ground once again, taking the checkpoint here on the right first, red boost up to the second checkpoint, and then driving through the bobsleigh checkpoint, getting the reset there, jumping into the magnet, turning around, gets a little bit of speed from the downhill, and finish. Pretty simple. So yeah, there's quite a bit to unpack here already. First of all, the bug that he does at the start, it doesn't actually, like, you wouldn't need it, but it is a little bit faster because you can see here, maybe, he just drops down a little bit quicker. That's why he placed the bobsleigh in the start. Second thing is, he has some good reset usages here. So as you can see, he's going into this jump up, and then right after the checkpoint, instant reset here. Same thing here is he's getting this reset on the sausage block like this, and takes it, drop down into the booster, and then finish. Of course, the thing is, here at the start, using a red boost and a plastic bounce, but doesn't really keep that much speed afterwards. So drops down to under 100 kilometers per hour there. It's very difficult to keep speed in this map, and you can really tell this is a hard map to finish. This is not an easy map to finish, but Mega Adri with the first proper time, 24.9. Alright. Next one is gonna be by Unknown at 23.55. Now a little bit faster, and let's take a look. So he actually just turns around in the start and grabs the reset there and goes into the bobsleigh checkpoint first. Grabs another reset. So far has only used resets, no boosters yet, only resets to gather speed. Drop down, get these checkpoints here with the booster, jump up, and then finishes from the wall ride checkpoint with a looping. Just like that. Really cool idea. I like that one. But yeah, just turns around in the start. Doesn't want to go forwards at all, because the thing is, this bobsleigh checkpoint is actually higher up. So you, because everything is an engine off, right? You're always basically losing speed. You do not really want to go uphill. So it actually makes a lot of sense to take one of the higher checkpoints first, which is the bobsleigh checkpoint, and then just having downhills afterwards, you know? And then also, yeah, I really like the idea of the of the ending here with the looping, jumping back into the finish. Really cool. Really cool stuff. Yeah, resets at the beginning and then boosters at the ending. Will that work out? Will that be the optimal? We'll see. Because first of all, the next person that we have, quite a special person, because it's a 22.9, and it is a run by the mapper herself. It's Margie's replay, who actually sent in the correct replay. I can't believe it. Can't believe it. Margie sent in the correct replay, 22.91, and this is a really cool road. I love it, and it really shows off what you can do with this map really well. So taking the first checkpoint there, then booster. Nice transition from the sausage onto this. Red booster here, jumping up, and then look at this. Getting the reset on the wall from the bobsleigh checkpoint. From the bobsleigh reset, I mean. And then also plastic wall right there, and finishes. This is the intended road. That early? Pretty early, yeah. People have cooked. People have cooked this time. I was not expecting it to be this early, but yeah. People have been cooking. The thing is, I think the part that loses the most time here, even though it is really cool, is this part here. I think from this checkpoint, the wallride checkpoint, until the bobsleigh checkpoint, it takes like 8 seconds almost to get there. It's really cool with this, using the wall of the reset, because the reset goes all the way around the bobsleigh, of course. But yeah, it ended up with a 22.917. But yeah, oh, it was a 7-second gap. 7 seconds from getting this checkpoint here into the next checkpoint here, which is of course a little bit slower there, but really cool stuff. Going to the next one now. But yeah, it was really cool. Next one is gonna be yet again another second faster. We're going fast here at the beginning. It's by Proximate, 21.934, another 1 second faster, and he also turns around at the start, as you can see. Gets the reset immediately, then driving up to the bobsleigh checkpoint a little bit differently to how we saw it earlier, then dropping down here, really smooth transition actually, getting instant booster in this checkpoint, and then red boost, jump, turn around, and finish. I really like that turnaround actually. But yeah, turns around once again, does the same thread as we saw earlier with just going downhill only on the map, not trying to figure out uphills or anything, just going downhill, keeping momentum. I really like the idea here with the booster block mixed into the checkpoint, and especially, which is what is clever about this checkpoint normally, you know, has a wall here. It has a wall, so you can't just jump out. But the booster is high enough that it goes over the wall. Especially helped with the plastic as well. So yeah, you get a really nice line with that. Going up, then another red boost here as well. Quick turnaround, and also another checkpoint here to then get into the finish. Really fast ending for the track. But of course the start with the just driving over the resets, turning around, maybe not quite as fast for Proximate, but the ending was really cool. Alright, next one we have coming up is again quite a bit faster. It's 1.5 seconds, and it is by Mac and Cheese. And I also just exited my replays. Whoops. Give me a second. Okay, found it again. Okay, next one. Surely this is top 10. Surely, yeah, we're definitely top 10 already. 100%. Okay. Back here. Okay, are we on mac and cheese? Yes, mac and cheese with a 20.5. And this is a really interesting one once again. He gets the red boost here and then goes into the wall ride checkpoint first. What is that? What was that? And also jumping in here. Nice usage of the looping, of the sausage looping. Jump up and then turn around into the finish. The good thing with this one, okay, first of all, red boost, instant jump here, get the hardest checkpoint out of the way first. And also, what I think is crazy, absolutely crazy, is he gets the reset here. Like, right here. How does he get the reset with this? But he gets the reset somehow. I don't know how, but he got it. Another reset here as well. And now again, the same thing as earlier. It's just downhill from here. You just drive downhill. Then booster up here. One small jump to get to this checkpoint, turn around, and then instant booster towards the finish. This checkpoint is quite an interesting one for the finish because they are so close to each other. Like, it's basically like 2 blocks next to each other, the checkpoint and this finish. So they can actually work really nicely. And I always love when I see the sausage loop being used in any of the results or any of the submissions from you guys. Very hard block to use, but you can get very creative with it. Also 100 plus twice, that's how, damn. Okay, next one. Might be a little bit earlier as well. It's Rock Skater. Rock Skater with the 20.2 coming in. And he takes a different route again. He takes this checkpoint now first. Drop down, get the booster now. Basically does a rightward rotation around the, or clockwise rotation rather, around the map. And now, look at that. He just jumps out of the magnet into the sausage looping. Last checkpoint there, drop down, finish. That is so creative, I love it. Yeah, just yeets into the looping. Full yeet into the looping. But yeah, at the start, does not use a booster in the start. That's one major thing. If using a booster or not using a booster in the start, it can make it much faster, but if you don't use a booster, you can get into the first checkpoint with just a beam, which is really like efficient block usage if you only need one beam to get into the checkpoint, because normally those beams are not very useful in most situations, but here actually works to get a checkpoint using the booster. Then there, gathering a little bit of speed up here, and yeah, this is just cool. This is just really cool. Also so clean, keeps so much speed. Just jump up here and finish. 20.2, really cool. Really cool submission here by Rock Skater. I love seeing that one. Maybe we see some more shenanigans with that magnet still. There might be more coming up as well. Next one is by iTwitch. Getting very close to the sub 20 now. It's a 20.05. And already now, it feels like the routes are getting optimized. So he goes to the left checkpoint here once again. And now instantly onto the red boost. Jump down. Plastic bounce. Grabs the reset there, then plastic bounce here, downwards, go over a booster into wall ride with the plastic, another booster there, and finish. So a little bit of a different route once again. So there's basically 2 checkpoints obviously that you can take at the start. The left one here or the right one if you go straight. And then always the question, do you go left way around or do you go the right way around, you know? And he goes for the left or the counterclockwise. But yeah, can be very good as you can see here. The bobsleigh lines up really nicely into this, into the quarter pipe as well, dropping down with the plastic. And then another plastic bounce here, reset and finish. That was a 20.2. Is sub 20 possible? It's a difficult question. I think it might be. Because the next one that we will look at is sub 20 by Viper. The first sub 20 that we will see. Let's take a look. 19.8. And interestingly, he goes now to the right side and goes left way around. So different route basically than Viper. Or no, he does the same route as wait, never mind. He does the same. Okay, wait. Look at this. Okay, I've messed up my notes. What a flip! Holy shit! What a flip! What a flip! That's a cool flip. Okay. What I wanted to say earlier is what iTwitch did was he grabs this checkpoint here first, takes the red boost, jumps up here, and does all of these checkpoints in this order, gets this one, and then into the finish. However, what Viper does is he gets this checkpoint here first, the one that was the last one for iTwitch, then does the exact same circuit. He just takes this one first, and what does that do? Well, he can get the finish much, much quicker because of that. Because the finish, as you can see here after this wicked flip, is just straight up. Like you just drive straight into the finish. It's really nice. Really nice. But yeah, otherwise, same idea, just getting one checkpoint early. And that's the only difference between them. But otherwise, from the route itself, really cool stuff here. Huge jump with the red boost, and then I love this flip. I absolutely love this flip. Look at that flip. Into a reset as well, so optimal. I really love this one. Really cool. And yeah, the start also kind of drivable, a little bit slow because he doesn't have a booster at the start. But yeah, just like it looks actually drivable, this map. That's also nice. It's also a small bonus to have. I love this. I could watch that flip for ages. But yeah, that was the first sub 20. Let's take a look if we have any more. Well, the next one by Pilosos is yet again another 6/10 of a second faster. And this one, I can already tell, is quite what the fuck. I have written down what the fuck in my notes for this one. Let's take a look. 19.2 by Pilosos. So first of all, bugs through at the start. Now goes into the left checkpoint here at the start. Gets the booster now onto the reset. Then just drives through the bobsleigh checkpoint. Just doesn't touch it at all. Plastic bounce down. And look at this finish now. Red boost, bounce into bobsleigh, go up. Plastic bounce finish. What even just happened? I love that one. But yeah, here at the start, using only one booster into reset combination to preserve blocks. And then jump across here, plastic bounce, land down, keep the speed. And then this is just so cool. Like, how does he even go up again? That's insane. We wanna watch that in slow motion. So he takes the red boost here, jumps with the beam as well to get a little bit extra distance. Then hits the sausage with the plastic at the same time. Goes through this. Now he's just like on his nose going up. He even gets the reset, I think. Like he even gets the reset on that, which is crazy. This is really cool. Really cool stuff from Pilosos here. Getting himself a 19.2. Now the interesting thing is, the next one that we have, by Lone Drive, is the exact same route, but very much a different execution. So this is a 19.0, about 3/10 of a second faster. And let's take a look. So he goes also to this checkpoint now, but goes in from above, then onto the red boost as the first booster. Plastic bounce, reset, jump up, turn around onto the booster here, and then just drives through the last checkpoint instead of doing the wicked bobsleigh. And then reset into the finish, just like that. That is the run from Lone Drive. So as you can tell, at the start a lot faster because of the red boost primarily. What is my camera doing? That is better. Yeah, plastic bounce, jump up here, trying to get enough height here by jumping up high and then just doing a 360 on the landing. Gets a booster immediately, so it doesn't matter too much that he lost a little bit of speed there. And then, yeah, just nice drift around here, another booster into reset and finish. This reset is honestly not just good as a reset, but it's also a really nice ramp to just get like one block higher. It's really good for that as well. And I would say with this one here, let's take a look at the first comparison. So we have Pilosos and Lone Drive, both of them doing the same route. And let's take a look. So they're both driving here, just normal, into this checkpoint on the left. Lone Drive coming from above, Pilosos going from the other side. And now Lone Drive with a bunch of speed with the red boost, overtaking Pilosos. Now jumping into the checkpoint already. And is at the booster checkpoint here at the bottom at 12 seconds. Pilosos just jumps into it and comes in later at 14.5 seconds. Lone Drive is so far in the lead right now, but then Pilosos comes back with the plastic wall ride and almost snipes it. Almost snipes it, so close at the end. Here we can look again in slow motion. He just comes in, flies around, and it's so close, but just barely not enough. Barely not enough. Really cool comparison, I think, between those two. But it was a 19.009. Of course, we will have to go into the sub-19s now as well. With the next run by Kagioniki, it is an 18.819. And these are already going insane. Holy shit. This is gonna get crazy. So, starts off very innocent, just going down there onto a reset, into the next checkpoint, booster, ramp up here, And now just jumps out of the magnet into plastic, into the bobsleigh, and then another plastic bounce here into wall bounce finish. Sub 19 with an 18.819. So yeah, the start is pretty simple. You just drive. It's just normal downhill, nothing too special. But then Red Boost jump here out of the magnet, jumps out of the top of the magnet. Actually, I don't know why he didn't get a magnet yeet or like magnet pull. But he just jumps out here into the plastic, then landing on the reset, which looks like a very difficult landing, to be honest. And then this finish. Just plastic bounce, landing, another plastic bounce, and hits the wall from the sausage. I would have never thought of using the sausage like that, but that's really creative. I like this idea here with bouncing like that into the finish. That's really cool. Really cool idea by Kageneki. And getting himself an 18.819 with that in front of Lone Drive and Pilosus that we watched earlier. Okay, next one is Atrix. Next one coming up. Here we go. I need to change the thing. Okay, so this is another new thing here. First of all, going over the beam as normal. We've seen that before. Then using the ramp onto the booster and then bounces like that. What is that bounce? Then also jump up here. Crazy transition out of the magnet. And then dropping down into the finish. So what happened there? The bounce that he gets here, I think, is a bug. Like he's not supposed to bounce like that or keep that much speed. I think this happens when you exactly land as you hit the plastic, right? As you hit the plastic wall, where it gets tons of speed, jumping out of the sausage with that, instantly onto a reset as well, which is really good. Then onto a red booster, and like this is crazy. I love this. Just full speed into the wall and catches it with the plastic, using the reset there again as well. Really optimal. And then just finish. Just like that. That bug is easier if you place it one more down. Interesting. It probably also depends on the speed that you have. But that's a cool solution here by Atrix as well. 18.597. Jumping to the down to the finish there. Pretty nice run. However, we keep going faster, of course. And now we come to Xelm, next player, 18.4. And he finally uses something that you might have seen earlier or might have already been thinking at one point. If you have 3 boosters, why not place them just directly at the start? And that is what he did, because this gate booster actually fits perfectly on the start block. You can just place this gate booster perfectly on the start block like this, and you immediately get boosted the frame that you start driving. And yeah, that helps quite a lot. But that's not everything that he does. First of all, drops down here, gets a little bit of a lower jump, then into the checkpoint here, booster, plastic bounce again, and then what is this right here? Just going up into the looping, turn around, and finish. I love like there's so many different creative ideas for that part. It's really cool to see. Really cool to see. But yeah, booster, plastic bounce, and then just turns around up here. The thing is, he has engine off, right? So it actually kind of makes sense to go extra high, because then you get more of the downhill again, you know? That is an interesting thing with having an engine off map. Yeah, he just goes high, and then he keeps good speed. He basically goes down to 0 speed here at one point with at the very top of this. Like he basically has 0 speed. You can see right here, he has 4 speed at the bottom right. Probably not accurate either, but yeah, he goes down and back up to almost 200, which is really good for not having a reset or booster or anything, you know. That's really clever here as well. Also here, immediately using the reset after the drop down. Then these booster, sausage blocks working out very nicely as well after this checkpoint. This checkpoint, of course, being sausage natively, and then just using the turn here, the booster, just works out nicely. Very nice, very nice. All right, next one after Xelm. That was an 18.4. You might think the last few runs were a little bit closer. 18.5 before, 18.8. It would get a little bit closer. But no. The next run by Zamos is another 7/10 of a second faster. We're going 7/10 faster already at sub 18 seconds. 17.7. And we're slowly getting optimized. So he also does the booster at the start, dropping down, gets another booster immediately here, then using the red boost for the long straight, and now jumping out of the magnet into the bobsleigh, reset here immediately as well, then plastic bounce into reset and finish. Very nice. Very nice, very nice. We were doubting sub 20. You should not have doubted sub 20, I think. You should not have doubted sub 20. But yeah, that is Zamos one. A really cool one. I love how all of this plays together in his route. So at the start, booster immediately. Then using this block right here. The black platform to normal platform block. One of the best flat blocks that we gave. Or that Margie gave rather. It is her map or her map base. If you only joined now, she built the map base and chose the blocks. For the special edition. The other really good flat block that you have is this one, the quarter pipe block. The quarter pipe block, you have 2 of those and also 2 of these. Very useful. This one, these ones you also have, not really flat, but yeah, very important to use those well. And of course, well, the red boost. The red boost is also flat, but that one need to be used a little bit more carefully. But yeah, dropping down here, instant booster after the landing, just not wasting any time, you know? You want to get the boosters as quickly as possible. Same here. Lands instantly onto the booster, then plastic bounce, and also just really clean jump out of this magnet here into the bobsleigh. Getting the reset here then as well, dropping down another reset. Just really, really optimal already, you would think. So how are we still getting faster? How are we still getting faster? Well, let's check it out. Because the next one is again another 2/10 faster by Veosis. Or Veovis. 17.5 coming in. Alright, let's take a look. Also using a booster straight at the start, then going over a beam, preserving some blocks, going here, and then onto the reset like that on the side, jump up, and bounce, clean landing here, booster into a very clean finish. In general, this route is really clean. I like it. Going through the triangle there as well. I love this combination right here. It just, like, so many of these connections that he built work really nicely. Also, this block right here, by the way, the beam, it sticks out more, like right here, you know, if you have the pillar in the back. You can also get rid of that, I believe, but in this case, helping a lot. Otherwise, he would have had to use a different block, which he probably did not have available. But yeah, then dropping down here through the triangle, clean landing there. Then also this, I just love how this lines up, that you fit through this gap and instantly onto a reset. I love that. And then jumping up here, also another thing that is really important. Margie intentionally made this quarter pipe not flush with the magnet. Intentionally. Because she's evil, of course. But this is 2 blocks high, but you need 3 blocks of a gap. Now how can you get across that? Well, with a beam. The beams were, I don't know if that was intentional or not, but they are very helpful because these beams can make it so that you get the line smooth. That you get the jump smooth across. You need this beam at this position. Then jumping up and also just so clean. I love the usage here. Like another quarter pipe into ramp, into the sausage here, onto the booster yet again. And then also this ending here with the plastic bounce, dropping down, is just clean. I love it. Like, really clean stuff here by Veovis, once again. Did not know the beam worked. That's a lucky coincidence then. Okay, next one that we have coming up is someone you might normally expect to be a little bit further up the road. But it is Techie. Techie with a 17.1. The thing is, Techie only had 30 minutes for this time, I believe. Techie had 23:30 on a Friday, 30 minutes before the deadline. Well, I saw him in Margie's chat saying like, yeah, I might try the puzzle a little bit, but yeah, I might try it tomorrow. I don't know. I don't have that much. I didn't have that much time, but I'll probably try it tomorrow. He thought it was Thursday, and it was Friday. It was Friday already. He had 30 minutes to then cook a map and send a run in as well. And for 30 minutes, he got something really good actually. Let's take a look. Also, found the booster in the start, then plastic bounce here into the looping, another booster there, reset through that checkpoint, red boost, jump across, also finding the beam, and then clean jump there onto the quarter pipe, and drop down, finish. Really, really good stuff here, especially for how little time he had. Also, he is using the purple theme. I don't know how you do that. That's really nice. Looks really nice when everything is purple correctly. Techie flex on the player so far. I mean, that is true. But there might be more players coming after that might flex on Techie. Who knows, who knows. But yeah, so... cool usage here of the plastic block. The plastic, of course, is a quarter pipe. So by placing it exactly at this height, he can wallbang a little bit earlier. Basically, with these kind of blocks, you can always get a wallbang almost anywhere. Then, yeah, using a booster here, as always, you know, you want to get a booster as early as possible, you know? And then this is really clever. Using a reset in the checkpoint, which means you basically never get engine off. You never even get engine off at all. It instantly resets. So you never get the engine off effect, which basically completely negates this checkpoint's gimmick. Then instantly onto a red boost here, not wasting any time. Then this straight, also very, very efficient. Just doing one jump, one platform, jump across. Don't need any more blocks. Deck this entire straight. This is a long straight that usually people use a lot of blocks for. He basically used 3, you know, to get across this entire straight here. And then jump up. Another really cool thing. How did you come up with so many cool things that I want to point out? He uses the wall, the wooden wall from this platform here that extends downwards as a pillar, you know? You know, most blocks, when you place them, they always form this pillar below them. And that is what he uses as a wall to bounce off and land in here. Nice quarter pipe. And then drop down. That was Techie with a 17.1. But the next player, yet again, is another 100th of a second faster only. It is Domino Marama. And he pulled a 5-at. He really pulled a 5-at. Let's take a look. 17.12. So what he did, you might see it already, he placed the reset in the start block. He placed the reset in the start block. I never thought of that. And when he drives, he doesn't get the engine off. He has reset already. And drops down here into the booster. Clean transition here once again onto red boost. And now watch this. Plastic bounce, clean, onto the reset. Gets the booster there again. Another plastic bounce and finish through the triangle. Really nice stuff here by Domino. Really cool stuff, really cool stuff. But yeah, he gives pretty good speed, honestly, as well through this magnet transition here. It's always difficult to keep speed through that from those bounces because you're basically completely changing your trajectory, right? Like, at first, all of your momentum is going up, and then all of your momentum has to go to the right, you know? So you have to transfer all of that momentum to the side. That is very difficult. Yeah, gets it pretty nicely here, honestly. Instant reset as well, can accelerate another booster here, then plastic bounce, and really clean through the triangle into the finish. Cool stuff. Cool stuff, cool stuff. By Domino. It didn't work when I tested. Yeah, I also tried this a little bit. You need to go perfectly sideways here. If you just bounce a little bit, it doesn't work. Because you have to touch it here. You know, the rear tire right here is touching it as you're driving off. That's what you have to do. If you were to go straight, for example, you don't get the effect. Like this. I'm engine off, you know? But if you go sideways, perfectly sideways... Wait, why did that not work? Wait, I tested this. It's supposed to work. Ah, there you go. Now I got reset. No, this time it worked. Okay. Yeah. Sometimes when it doesn't work, you just need to try again. Just make it work. Somehow make it work. Next one though, again, only 0.05 of a second faster. It's getting really close here. By Azure TM. 17.07. And this one, once again, it's just so clean. Let's watch. So boost at the start, drop down, we reduce airtime there, then jump across here, another red boost, and jump up, and look at that transition. So clean. Onto the reset here, and drop down into the finish. That transition is a work of art. I love it. I really love it. Uses all of the boosters here at the start because he doesn't need them at the end, because this transition is just so smooth that he just keeps speed anyways. He doesn't need any extra boosters here. He can just make the turn anyways. Little bit of a difficult exit there out of the bobsleigh, which is always going to be hard if you're in bobsleigh. But yeah, really cool stuff here by Azo, using all 3 boosters at the start. One booster there, one booster here, one booster there. And jumping across, and then this here is just both quarter pipe blocks put together. So clean, so cool. But yeah, transitions from one side here to the other, as you can see. And then also so clean into the bobsleigh. That is so smooth. As if it was planned. Surely, Margie, right? You should surely plant that, right? That looks almost planned. It looks really cool stuff here by Azure. I love it when you... There's so many blocks given, like 3 pages of blocks, and you can just make such nice, interesting maps with them. But yeah, 17.07. One more thing I want to talk about with this one as well. Remember how he used all of the boosters at the start? There's another very clever thing about this. You know, you have 3 boosters and 2 resets. Now, how many checkpoints do we have? Is the interesting thing, because basically he does the simple progress, or a lot of people as well did, use 1 booster per segment. So he uses 1 booster here from start to checkpoint 1, then checkpoint 1 to checkpoint 2, uses the second booster, checkpoint 2 to checkpoint 3, uses the third booster, then this doesn't use 1, but this is just like super instant into the checkpoint, then from this checkpoint to this checkpoint here, uses another reset now, and then from this checkpoint to the finish, uses the second reset. So it's always a booster or reset for every single segment, you know? Which is really clever, I think. And one thing that you really had to work with. It's difficult because there was not that many blocks given that are actually useful. But if you can figure that out, can be very good for you. Well, it was a 17.07. Next run is another half a second faster. Funny Pulse with a 16.6. Half a second faster. Already. Okay, definitely planned, 100%. I mean, that kind of comes natural sometimes because you just have a feeling for what works and what doesn't work. Okay, but yeah, here we go. Funny Pulse with a really cool run as well, 16.6. Let's take a look. So, booster immediately at the start, once again, reduces airtime, then onto the reset here, then red boost, bounce up, and then he just drives. Look at that. He just drives out of the magnet. No need for like weird plastic bounces or anything like that. She just drives like upwards. It's so clean. Like, the thing is, a lot of like Margie, both the magnet like this, right? Like you go up here and then you go around with this. This is all magnets still. But nobody used this part. Everybody up until this point just gets the checkpoint and like gets instantly out of it. But Funny Pulse realize that it's much easier and can also be faster if you just drive up and get a smooth transition here. Keep all of the momentum and drop down here. Like without any blocks either. Really nice. One thing that is a little bit unfortunate with the route is that he loses all of his momentum here. But he instantly lands on a booster. So that's not too bad actually. Like he drops down basically to 0 speed after that bounce there, but then instantly onto a booster, so that's really nice. It's for aesthetics. Yeah, maybe for some people it was for driving as well. Maybe. Or maybe not. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, cool run here by Funny Boats. Half a second faster again. Let's see what is coming up still after this one. Also, one more thing is Warbang ending. Makes it a little bit easier to get the finish. Just tiny things. If you have blocks available at the end, why not use that? Alright. Let's take a look at the next one, which is Ferx. Ferx with 16.5. Yet again, 1/10 of a second faster. And let us take a look. Finally again, he's taking a different route. Look at this. He's going through the checkpoint with a reset, getting that one early, then red boost, big jump onto the bobsleigh right here, barely fitting through the checkpoint, drop down, doing another 360 onto the booster, and finish. 16.5 with this run. So we have not seen this route in a while. A long while, but this route makes sense because the finish is so fast, you know? Because he just gets the checkpoints right here, drop down, and you're just instantly facing the finish. You can just drive into it. If you can optimize these first checkpoints, that can be very good. There's one big reason why most people don't use this route, and that is that this checkpoint is just so close to the start. Like, it's looking at you at the start. You have to go into it, right? Like, it's so close, you have to go into it. And the second thing is also, you have to go up from this to this one. Like, it's an uphill that you have to do. From here, it's a downhill. You always want to do downhills, usually, preferably. So that is why most people would think that this route is better. But maybe this route also has a chance. We'll see. But yeah, gets the red boost here. I love this big jump through the bobsleigh, just landing so high up. And then gets the reset here, plastic bounce down. Lose a little bit with the turnaround here yet again, but instantly onto a booster, so it's not too bad. And then finish. Very nice stuff by Ferx. Also, I just love that reset through the checkpoint. Like, I love that idea. Maybe we will see that also more often. It's like the most optimal thing you can do. Okay, and next one, yet again, another 300ths of a second faster. It's Leo. Leo with a 16.53, and this is a wicked one. This is a really wicked one. Let's take a look. So he starts off with the left checkpoint first, but now goes to the left, barely gets the checkpoint, again with the reset in the checkpoint, and now look at this bounce! That is so wicked. And then drives the end, just clean turn here, small drift, booster, finish. Such a wicked idea. So first of all, how does he even get the checkpoint? To be honest, gets the reset, no engine off there at all, and then such a clean transition, and this bounce is just beautiful. I love it. I love it so much. What a bounce with that ramp working out so nicely. But yeah, I want to take a look at some of these transitions because they are really nice. So going up here again, using the beam as well to get a little bit of a better landing onto the red boost. Then from the red boost over this black platform, like this quarter pipe block, works so nicely. Like, you just go across, bounce into the checkpoint, into the bobsleigh. It's just really clean. Goes up and then with his left rear tire hits the ramp to get a bounce like this. How do you even think of this? How do you even think of this? That's really cool, and it works out so well. Keeps really good speed after the bounce because he has such a good line after. Dropping down, then of course still has to get the checkpoint here in the back. As I talked about earlier, you then have to get the checkpoint here in the back, which is not too bad actually. Like, the finish from here is also not too far away. But you of course have a long straight between these two checkpoints here. Like, this checkpoint here, dropping down, and then to this checkpoint is quite a long straight. So we'll see which one of these routes will work out, because obviously the start here is way, way quicker. You don't have to go down right to that other checkpoint. The start is way quicker. Like, a lot of people thought the route, the checkpoint order, would be very simple and obvious. We'll see if it is. We'll see if it ends up being that obvious. Alright, next one coming up after Leo is Sober. And again, another 0.2 of a second faster. And what are we looking at? Well, first of all, he is one of the only people in this edition who has used the start trick. He placed this block here, this plastic block, into the start, probably had it left over, and as you can see, he starts out of the normal position because the game doesn't want you to start inside of a block. So he starts off a little bit earlier like this. Okay. Now let's take a look at the run by Solbo. Not only, this is a really cool route. Let's take a look. So, instant red boost here, turn around, gets the reset on the side, and look at this transition. Gets the checkpoint on the wall, then across here, into the checkpoint, reset, booster, up, and bounce down. So this, just talking about routes, we haven't had this route a single time yet, I think. This is a new route, a new checkpoint order just dropped. Going to the left checkpoint first, the bobsleigh checkpoint, and then ending with these checkpoints here. Driving a long circle. The plastic bounce at the end looks very hard though. But yeah, like at the start here, just drive a turn. It's just press forward left basically. Does he actually do any steering movement? Yeah, it's small release on the left tab to get this kind of landing here. And he gets the reset as well. This is so clever. Because he gets the reset on the wall of the bobsleigh. He blocks mixed it into the checkpoint and he gets the reset with it. Really clever. And then also this bounce, getting the checkpoint like that. What? How do you even come up with it? How do you come up with that? And then just clean transitions here, reset onto the booster, plastic bounce, and this is so tight. Like, so tight. Getting into the finish like that. Really did not make it easy for himself, but super cool route. Like every block basically that is used here has been used in a very efficient way as well. Like these transitions here at the ending also just so clean. Like going from the quarter pipe blocks onto the sausage, then from this sausage onto the checkpoint here. The reset has the perfect height to get this jump here done, then instantly through onto a booster and bounce. Like just really optimal on a lot of ways. Somehow we still keep going faster though. That was a 16.3. Next run is by a player that has already won previously as well. It is Marius89 with a 16.4. I'm a little bit sad because I can already say this is not yet the winning run. We're not quite yet at the winning runs. But this is such a cool route. I love this route. I love this route. Like, this is so cool. Let's take a look. Starts off with the booster as normal, dropping down, instant booster here, driving around this, through the reset with the checkpoint, and now look at this huge jump, plastic bounce here, dropping down into the checkpoint and finish. Crazy stuff by Marius. I love this. I love this. This is so cool. This is so creative. And the thing is, you might think that jump there is easy. Out of the magnet, like it just works apparently. Jumping out of the magnet like that. Like, the question is, why does he not get a magnet pull, you know? Like, normally, when you drive off of a magnet, you get pulled by it. Like, if I jump off here... Okay, I actually didn't just now, but... like, normally, if you jump off a magnet... Okay, can this... I didn't test this before. I love magnet. Magnet is so consistent. Yeah, you're supposed to get pulled backwards, basically, you know? You normally are getting pulled backwards. Normally, if he jumps out here, he's going towards here, you know? Like this direction here. This is where he's going. Magnet never does what I wanted to. Like, it just never does it. Now, why does this work for Marius? How does he get this jump here? Where he jumps up, out, and just jumps straight, as if it was a normal platform. Well, if we look very carefully, it's a beam. He put a beam into the magnet, and the beam does not have magnet. He jumps out exactly at the beam. That is so creative. So hard as well? Like, what the fuck? That is so difficult. Making it so hard. But, oh my god, that is cool. that is so cool. Just gets a normal quarter pipe jump with that. Like a completely normal quarter pipe jump. Does not get affected by the magnet at all. And then also just this ending in general. Okay, first of all, dissecting, because I love this route. I have it, it's really cool. Drop down here onto the booster. Like, so efficient once again, just instantly getting the booster. Drop down here, clean transitions from this platform to the another platform as well. Sausage transition onto the reset here is so clever yet again, through the checkpoint, jumping up. Quick reset here, or quick reset into red boost, and then already getting this checkpoint at like 8 seconds here. 8.1 seconds already in this checkpoint, jumping up, and then just, this is beautiful. Also another thing that he does here, to conserve blocks, he used the bobsleigh wall here to get this nice transition. Also this, like, multiple plastic blocks used as well. It's just so cool. And then dropping down here. The neat thing is with this wall, this is a bobsleigh block by the way, it sticks out a little bit further into the block. Like the wall from these go a little bit further, and that's why he can just roll into the looping, drop down like this, and then into the reset here as well, through the bobsleigh, drop down, finish. I don't know, this one is just really cool. This is just really cool. Is his engine off on the jump? Yeah, I believe so, yes. His engine is off through this entire huge jump right here. This is engine off. Which also makes that really hard, by the way. Wait. Yeah, no, it's engine off. I was thinking that it would be crazy if you somehow... because would get the like a reset or something through, but no, he used the reset here anyways. Imagine if you would use the reset here and somehow bug the reset or something. That would be crazy, like getting it from this side. I don't think that works though. I think they were careful enough when they made that block that that is not a thing. Otherwise, we might see that in Kaki soon, if that were possible. Oh, but yeah, really cool run by Marius. Really want to highlight that because I think that route is just so cool. Sadly, it was not enough yet, though, for the win, because yet again, the next run that we're gonna look at is a little bit faster, 700ths of a second faster by Pseudo, a 16.07. And the interesting thing is, he does a very similar route to Marius. So he also takes the booster here in the start, drop down into the checkpoint, now uses the sausage here to this checkpoint, bounces through, gets the reset here, and now jumps like this into the bobsleigh checkpoint, into a bug slide and finish. What is that strat? First of all, uses the booster in the start but sideways. So he just drives out of the booster, gets the booster like that. Then drops down here into the booster on the sausage, clean drive, plastic bounce through there, getting the reset here immediately, and then red boost into this checkpoint. And this is just so quick. Like, from the magnet into this, just not wasting any time or distance, dropping into the reset, and somehow even gets a bug slide on this landing. Like, he lands and bug slides for a little bit of a better line, and then finishes. We need to look at a comparison between the two, because this is really interesting to look at. First of all, well, let's take a look at the comparison. Pseudo. Oh, wait, I've completely forgot. Marius was using a star trick. He was starting on a ramp. I totally forgot about that. Marius, as you can see right here, he's starting up a little bit higher because he's starting on a ramp. Forgot about that. But yeah, that's another thing that made Marius' route really cool. And also, I don't know why Pseudo thought that this, like the sideways idea with the booster is really cool. It's definitely not the fastest though. It's definitely not the fastest. Getting the booster here. He is finding himself a little bit behind Marius. But now use the red boost and he's gonna catch up quick. Because now he bounces, jumps, and there's Marius. They meet again in the air like this. Landing here, dropping down with the bug slide. There's Marius landing and going to the finish from the other side. And it is just barely Pseudo ahead. Barely Pseudo ahead. I love how they meet in the air in this comparison. Like, jump, drop down like this, and there they are. I love it. But yeah, the thing with Marius' route is, even though he keeps so much speed, It's so much more distance. Like he travels all the way up here and then all the way down. Whereas Pseudo just goes instant basically to the checkpoint, which is a lot more efficient in this case. But also, I think also very hard though, to be honest. Like looking at this jump here with the quarter pipe, like getting out of this magnet into this quarter pipe, and then also hitting this block as well upside down to get a better trajectory. Looks really hard, really hard. But yeah, cool stuff by the two here. And really difficult comparison here as well. So close, and it's Pseudo just barely ahead. Alright, that was a 16.07. We're getting pretty close to the sub 16s. Are we gonna get it? Well, let's take a look. Next run by 3D is in fact 0.3 of a second faster, yet again. A 15.7. Run starts off fairly innocent. Drop down here again, reduce airtime a little bit, go into this checkpoint, over the booster, reset, jump up, and then just jump up into the booster. Still very innocent, and now the ending. What is that ending? Oh my god. Just bounces across the track and just finish instantly. He's very efficient with the space here. Like Marius was going, for example, all the way up. He just goes minimal distance. And then just this finish is crazy. I love that finish. Oh my god. We need to watch that in slow motion. But yeah, just simple stuff here all the way up to this point. Into this checkpoint. So just a normal route pretty much. Also here just slows down to get onto the red boost as soon as possible. Normally most people will use the red boost for this stretch right here, right? From this checkpoint to this checkpoint. Most people use the red boost here because this is like the longest section. And so it usually is really worth it to use it in this section. However, it can also be very useful at the ending, as you can see. 3D saving the red boost for the ending and then just blitzes past the others. Like that into the finish. Yeah, let's watch in slow-mo. Here we go. Oh, jumps up, bounce, then bounces again, another plastic bounce, just spins across here, then hits the platform on this, keeps on spinning, and then against the bobsleigh wall into the finish. Really cool stuff. Cool stuff by 3D here. 15.7. But we're going faster still. Next one coming up is Yumi. Yumi with another solution as well, participating this time again. And 0.06 of a second faster. And it's also a comeback of the counterclockwise rotation here. Going to this checkpoint first, now red boost, big jump, plastic bounce, into the bobsleigh, high line, drop down here again with the plastic, and instant finish. There we go. Different line yet again here. This booster, by the way, I wish you could place this booster block mix into this checkpoint. You can't. If you're thinking about it, you can't. The booster will not have any effect if you place it in here. Because of that, Yumi places it one block further away so that she gets a little bit of speed out of it. And then going up here, clean transition as well. Like for the ramp, like the main reason why people do not do this route here is because you have to get from this checkpoint up here. But if you look at this block is just perfectly made for this. It goes up 2 blocks, and that's exactly what you need. This block is just perfect for exactly this this section here. But yeah, going up, red boost, jump up into the plastic bobsleigh bounce, drop down, instant reset there as well, and finish. Pretty nice stuff here by Yumi as well. Also, another thing that I want to say here is, but first of all, instant reset here on this landing. So instantly gets the reset after landing there. And the same thing here as well. After this landing, to get a little bit of a smoother transition, places the reset instantly here. Just like that. And then, of course, as I said before, clean finish. You can get a very nice finish with this checkpoint combination if you go for that. Yumi 1. We'll see. Maybe there's more. Maybe there's more. I can already tell you, this next one here. You are not ready for this one. It's by Alec Bees. It's 0.3 of a second faster. A 15.4. You're not ready for this. Let's take a look. So, starting off there, instantly bugging through the block at the start. Then into the reset here. And now, this. Brace yourself. Gets a magnet yeet out of the wall from the other side. So this is what I was talking about earlier with the magnet yeets. Just drives across and then magnet yeet here into the sausage, keeping so much momentum. He has 300 speed, over 300 speed here. Normally you have like 100 or something. Gets so much speed, jump up here, plastic bounce, and finish. Now the thing is, with this run here, I know that Alec Bees hunted for this a lot. This trick is hard. This is really hard to get. This was finally I think this was the only clean one he got. He wrote in Discord. And he still lost almost a second to the finish. If you didn't notice yet, he missed the finish. This could have been a 14. This could have been a 14 right here. But he missed the finish. It's insane. Actually lost a second almost at the finish. What a crazy run and crazy route by Alec Bees. Also again, so clean here. Instant reset through the checkpoint. Then instant red boost here. Just use 2 boosters. Why not? You don't need them for the ending because you just have a magnet yeet that gives you 300 speed anyways. And yeah, just insane. Like this looks so hard. This looks so hard. Oh my god. What a run here by Alec Bees. I really love this one. Crazy speed out of this. I don't know, just even coming up with the idea. How do you come up with the idea that you go across and then get a yeet like that? Like looking at it in this camera here, you can really tell. Like it just goes across and then zoop. And so much speed out of it. And you're in engine off, right? Like this is engine off. This is engine off and you get that zoop. What do you mean? How does this work? How does this make sense? It just doesn't. Why do you get so much speed in engine off? Crazy run by Alec Bees. Just so creative usage of the blocks there. But we're not stopping with the kaki tricks. Because the next person coming up with a 15.1, another 0.3 of a second faster, is Alcon. And we know whenever Alcon shows up in the puzzle competition, it's gonna be wicked. I just love the creativity that he shows in every one that he does. And it's not different this time either. 15.1 by Alcon. So first of all, it's really nice jumps there to reduce airtime. Then booster up here, plastic bounce, red boost, and now this. What is even happening? What is going on? What is happening to this map? Oh my god. Where booster here, just normal clean lines, and then gets a magnet yeet to this side into the bobsleigh and then jumps out like this. This is planned to jump out like this into the wall ride. What do you mean? How is that? How did you go for this and how do you plan this? This seems so hard. Gets a nice wall ride line and then just... This is intended that you jump out of the sauce, out of the bobsleigh like that. That is intended. I can't believe it. It's so cool. So cool. But also just very fast here in the start. A lot of people go across and have to slow down. Like they go above here into the checkpoint. But Alcon able with this line to keep way more speed because he doesn't have to slow down for the jump. Then also instantly onto the reset once again. Instantly afterwards onto a yellow booster, red booster here, gets a bunch of speed. And then in this wall ride, I believe he's only holding right and gas. And then as he's going into this yeet here, which by the way looks like this. So he has a wall ride up until this point. And then as he goes out, he does brake, gas and right. And then somehow this works. Probably not for... That was okay. I just turned on normal speed. That was a mistake. Actually, this is insane. Oh my god, I didn't see that yet. What do you mean? This is so fast. This is so fast. It's able to keep the speed after as well. It's crazy. It's just crazy speed. I don't know. I love it. Such a difficult route with that ending as well. Getting the finish right. It's just so hard to even finish at all. Probably did not have many blocks available here anymore. Had to use the ramp to get into the finish. Regular, yeah, definitely regular run. Regular road. Sick stuff here. Very sick stuff. How's the survival? I don't know. I don't know. I'll configure it out somehow. We're getting very close to even a sub 15 now. That was a 15.1 by Alcon. The next one though does not reach it. It's a 15.0 by F6. F6 sent this in, I believe, in the last 5 minutes or so. Improved at the very end, a 15.03. And this one, yet again, is just super clean. Goes with the sausage at the start. Now takes the reset like that at the beginning. Booster into red booster here once again. Then turning around with the plastic. Just keeps really good speed. Reset and finish. It's just clean. It's just clean. It's a very interesting idea to use the bobsleigh reset at the start. We haven't seen that yet at all, I believe. Usually, most people use the bobsleigh reset at the bobsleigh. But he does it like this. Also, another really creative thing with this is, where did the plastic bounce even come up from? You didn't even see it. Well, it's here. It sticks out a little bit. If you go high enough, it sticks out far enough that you can get a plastic bounce. Like this. So a very small one, but it works very nice and you keep a lot of speed. It's all about keeping momentum. It's engine off, you know? So it's so important, just keep the momentum. Using the reset here very nicely as well into a wall wide turn and instant finish. Really cool stuff by F6 here as well. Just clean. Just everything is just so clean. Nice blocks usages as well. Like really cool stuff. Really cool stuff by F6. A 15.03. Of course, we have to go to the sub 15. Of course, it was a 15.03. We have to go a little bit faster. The next person didn't just get the sub 15. They smashed it. It's a 14.6 by Kuroki. And for some reason, he's playing with the snow car. Why are you playing with the snow car? This is stadium car. Like, this is stadium car. It's just a snow car skin. It's just a snow car skin. I don't know why you would ever do that to yourself, to play with the snow car skin instead of the stadium skin. But yeah, I can definitely tell you he's playing with the stadium car. Also at this point, if you remember that Alec Beast run, like the 15.4 that he had where he lost 1 second at the finish, we're almost there already now. This is a 14.6, like we're almost there already. Let's take a look at Kuruki's run here. 4/10 of a second faster than F6 once again. Let's take a look. So goes into this checkpoint first, then instant red boost, jump into the bobsleigh. Now this clean plastic bounce yet again, bounce across here into the reset and then just normal drive to the finish. 14.6. This start is just really efficient here. Instant red boost on this, plastic bounce, keeping really good speed through that looping. Also a booster here. That just looks so wrong in the snow car. I just can't look away at that. It just looks so wrong. Also, yet again, another thing. Just bugging out of the start. Actually, 2 blocks that he's bugging out of. The sausage and the quarter pipe as well. Just gaining a little bit of speed with that as well. Or not really speed. You don't gain speed. You gain distance. Because it just pushes you forwards. But yeah, clean here up into this red boost. We've seen a lot of people doing a similar line to this, but going through the checkpoint here and then taking the booster on this side. It's just way more efficient to do it like this. To drive clean into the checkpoint, keep the speed, and then onto the red boost on the same, almost the same height as the bobsleigh already. And yeah, then just this bobsleigh just works out so nicely. Like this almost feels planned with the bobsleigh, that you have the wall right here and you can just jump into the magnet checkpoint like that with the plastic bounce as well, keeping so much speed, so much momentum. And yeah, this flip there, this clip, I don't know, looks so wrong. It just looks so wrong with the snow car, I don't know. It just looks so weird. But yeah, gets the reset there as well. Pretty clever usage as well. It's a thing that a lot of people don't know. The sausage height and the bobsleigh height line up. Like, I wonder how many people knew that. But they line up perfectly, as you can see right here. Sausage to bobsleigh. Of course, still a very difficult transition to actually get. As you can see, he gets a little bit of clip, which in this case didn't really lose too much. And yeah, here then again, plastic bounce, instantly getting the reset, and into the finish, getting himself a 14.666. Are we going faster? We are going faster. Next one, somebody who normally is very acquainted to driving a lot of weird stuff. It is Quentin. Quentin with a 14.589. 1/10 of a second faster. And somehow, this route actually is pretty clean. Drives into this checkpoint first. Same route here once again. Into the reset. Plastic bounce. Drop down. And then with the ramp, it jumps into this checkpoint. Clean wall ride. And finish. Had one booster left over. But yeah. Very similar stuff here by Quentin to Kuruki we saw earlier. But yeah, just a little bit of a different execution once again. Different line at the start. So also clipping through things. Actually uses the sausage in a different way. I just see. Right, he actually clipped 3 blocks inside. The quarter pipe, the bobsleigh, and the sausage. Just gained that little bit of time. You can see it right here. Like, just clips forwards in this moment. Yeah, just clips through everything. And is out of the wall. And then here, just using 2 blocks here in one, which is insane that you had those blocks available. So many blocks available for that. Then into the checkpoint, red boost, plastic bounce yet again, just so efficient. Instant reset here as well. Jumping out into the looping. Also here you can just see why is this so fast, and it's just so smooth. Like, look at that, it's just so smooth. It's so smooth if you get it nicely. Ramp across here into a nice plastic bounce as well. And the thing with this plastic bounce, there's actually an interesting thing with this, is that when he's doing this plastic wall ride, if he didn't place this wall here, he would get stuck, I think, or he would lose time. But he placed the wall from the sausage looping to get out of the wall ride quicker and get to the booster quicker. Because you get out of the, you get a much tighter trajectory like that. Sausage looping as a wall bang. What do you mean? How do you come up with that? That is crazy. Crazy cool idea here. And it's enough for a 14.5. Really cool stuff by Quentin. Alright, next one though. Yet again, it's getting really close here. Just 1/10 of a second faster. By Schuldenberater. Schuldenberater with a 14.485. I can almost see it, it's a little bit to the right. It is Schuldenberater. 14.485. Let's take a look. Once again, just really clean. Starts off jumping over the sausage, then onto the booster, into the red boost here, bouncing up into a clean quarter pipe, onto the reset here, and then just drive downwards into the finish. 14.4, just like that. Really just everything clean. This wall ride especially, instantly on a red boost, just very, very efficient. Jumping across here as well, keeping speed on instantly onto the reset as well with that quarter pipe. A lot of people do like plastic bounces and stuff like that, but he just does a quarter pipe and keeps more speed with that actually than the plastic bounce. You're also higher up with this quarter pipe, because a lot of people, if we take the comparison, they will like plastic bounce here and then they're on this height, and then this ending is very difficult to do fast. Whereas Schuldenberater, you know, just does a quarter pipe jump, jumps up here, lands in the quarter pipe, drive across, and finish. Very, very simple, very nice though. Also here using 2 different walls for this. One is wooden, one is the new other wall, and it seems that the wooden wall was a little bit better there at the start. Yeah, really creative stuff here at the start. Once again, also clipping through something at the start. A lot of people do that if they have blocks left over. Clean jump here, and yeah, also this 2 boosters just so used so quickly after each other, but it's just very efficient. A lot of speed. Using a wall bang there as well. Another roof hit here as well. to get up. Like ramp into roof it, and then this is smooth. Keeping a lot of speed with that, and got himself a 14.4. One more time here. Clean jumps, and that is a 14.4 by Schuldenberater, a 10th faster than Quentin, and also a 10th faster than Kuruki. We had a 14.6, a 14.5, and a 14.4. 3 14s so far. You would think that would continue like that, right? You would think that we would get close to the limit now, and that we get a lot of 14s. However, the players had different ideas. Because the next run is 6/10 of a second faster. With a 13.8, it is last month's winner, Patrick, coming in once again with a 13.89. Patrick Herman with a 13.89. Sub 14 seconds already. Let's take a look. Instant booster at the start. Drop down here. Now red boost early into wall ride. Keep all of the speed. Jump up through the wall ride. Another booster here. And then sausage looping into the finish. That is so creative there. I love the start here. Instant red boost. Just don't waste any time with the red boost. Up here. And then over the booster. Clean bounce there as well to the finish. And really nice run by Patrick here, 13.89. I really love the small clip here in the start. So he drives forwards like this, and then he clips the beam, and because of that, he gets this tilted landing. And with that, gets a much smoother landing here in this quarter pipe, which is really cool. Then going across here, instant red boost. He's with this landing, he's already on the correct height for the sausage. Always difficult to be on the correct height. But yeah, he gets the maximum amount of speed out of the red boost like this. Then wall ride, block mixes a ramp inside of this wall ride to get high enough. Instant reset here as well with the bobsleigh. This bobsleigh and ramp transition together, also just super clean yet again. And then jumps up with the ramp and into another wall ride with the magnet. Jump up, instant quarter pipe here to catch the car, grab speed yet again with the booster here, and then this is just clever. Like, this is just so clever. Like, really efficient usage of space, you know, like not wasting any distance whatsoever in the entire run. Like here, just go straight to the checkpoint. From this checkpoint, straight to this checkpoint. This one here, don't waste any time going further up, just instantly go to the right. And then here, just barely fitting this gap. I also just love how clean this is. From the sausage onto this block to get a nice bounce, and then just fitting through this tiny gap into the finish with a small wallbang as well. Can I pause for a second? I need to pee. I'm so sorry, Margie, but I can't wait for that. You're a quick runner, right? You can do that quickly. I know, not I know. Because the next run is something that we have to watch, and I can't wait for that. I can't wait for that. Alright, next run coming up. I mean, it can't take too much longer, right? You would think. It's Archidamus. Archidamus. That was not a win yet. That was not a win. A 13.89. The next run is a 13.83 by Archidamus. 600ths of a second faster now than Patrick Herman, who was 6/10 faster than the previous one, so getting closer again. And this run, I have to say it before we even watch, it's just so clean. It's so clean, this one by Archidamus. Let's take a look. So, booster in the start, wall ride, gets so much speed, reset here, another booster, used all the boosters already, now jump up, another plastic bounce into quarter pipe, just drive clean, finish. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. But he uses both boosters here instantly at the start. So he's starting off in the start block already on a booster. Then next block, immediately another booster again. And then keeps all of the speed with two plastic blocks here. For the wall ride. Just so much speed. 300 speed here. Instant reset then with the bobsleigh, which is really creative idea as well for the transition. Then from one sausage block to another sausage block, instantly onto another yellow booster again. Gets so fast into this checkpoint, 6.7 seconds into this checkpoint right here. Jump up with a quarter pipe, plastic bounce, instantly on the reset here as well, keeping all of the momentum. 180 speed through there is really good. And then just driving through the bobsleigh, you know. A lot of people like try to jump or go through the bobsleigh or something. He just plays this block and drives through it, you know, just drives over it. A 1383 by Archidamus, just so clean. So clean. Yeah, he used all of the boosters at the start, basically, here at the start. And then for the ending, he just used one reset, basically. And that was enough for him. Like a clean wallbang or roofet here into this was enough for him to get the ending done. So really, really nice stuff. I thought I said that the map would be longer. I also thought that the map would be longer. I thought that a sub 20 would be really good on this map. We are at 13.8 seconds, and I can tell you, we are not stopping. We are not stopping yet. I was in 13.83. The next one by a fellow okay boy, once again, 200ths of a second faster. It's Firestorm. Firestorm with a 13.819. And this one is so wicked. So wicked. Get ready for this one. I love it. Okay, starting off. In a block again, bugging out. Then clean transition across there, keeping the momentum through these first two checkpoints. Then onto the reset, red boost, and flips out of the magnet checkpoint into the looping here and finish. What just happened? I need to watch that again. I can watch that on a loop over and over. That is such a clean flip. So how does he do it? How did he find a flip out of this? Let's take a look. So he jumps up here from the red boost, jumps up into this connection here of the blocks. And if we take a look, he's going up on the wall, still clean on the wall, and then here he gets the flip. Here at the very top he gets the flip. Jumps out and then flips at the very top like this with this combination. And the thing is, the flip is nice, but the landing makes it work. Like, this landing is so good that he gets here. It's so clean. It's so clean. I just can watch it over and over. Jumping here, and he just gets a beautiful landing onto the sausage. Again, then also another really clean transition over the black platform. And then also just clean into the looping, into the sausage looping, turn around and finish. Love this route. Love this route. Really cool. How long did it take him to drive that? Firestorm type 1. If he's here, I don't know. Can maybe tell you. But yeah, really clean run. 13.81. Getting also very efficient now. I want to watch this run again, just in Camp 7 from the start. Because it's just so cool. So starting off, once again here, instant booster. Then clipping out of this wall block right here. Then this sausage block, actually very efficient in this position, because you can just drive into the checkpoint from the side and immediately get grip into the checkpoint. Then this right here again, just really efficient. Platform, downhill from this into this downhill, very efficient. Then black platform here into this checkpoint. Then don't waste any time, instantly get onto the yellow boost, onto a reset as well. Plastic bounce here with some nice scenery as well. Red boost immediately after the plastic bounce. He had so many blocks left over. This is kind of mean actually that he didn't need to use any of these blocks, because this flip is just so efficient. It just gets the job done. Really nice, really nice. He is just cooking. You mean he's cooking IRL, or he was cooking with this one? I see, Marius. Okay, but yeah, jumps up here, clean, bounce out, into the flip, clean landing on the sausage, driving across to the right, and into the finish. Very nice run by Firestorm. 13.81. And with this one, I also really want to look at a comparison. between the other two, because this was so close now between Archidamus, Patrick, and Firestorm. They have pretty different lines, but they all ended up really close to each other. Firestorm with a 0.81, then Archidamus with a 0.83, and Patrick with a 0.89. Let's take a look. So they are starting off here. Let's turn name tags on. Archidamus the fastest, of course, because he's using all of the boosters at the start. Patrick and Firestorm not using the boosters, only using one booster at the start. With that, Archidamus far in the lead right now. Gets the checkpoint, already now at 3.3 seconds. Already in checkpoint 2. Then Firestorm goes more inside. Patrick going down here, but setting up for the red booster now. So they are getting the checkpoint almost at the same time, 4.8 seconds. But Patrick, of course, with more speed. However, Firestorm at the moment is behind the other two, but he still has two boosters available that he didn't use yet. So he's going to be catching up a little bit. Archidamus and Patrick now meeting together in this checkpoint and currently ahead, but now Firestorm coming in with so much speed and going for the flip like that, and now overtaking the other two. So they were going up with the quarter pipes, of course, or quarter pipe jumps, and then plastic bouncing. And with this small jump, Firestorm just overtakes both of them. But then they have really clean endings. Patrick landing in the sausage looping, similar to Firestorm, but landing one block earlier, so he can just drive straight in. And Archidamus was driving on a platform here, and then just jumping down. And if we look at the finish, it is so close between them. Let's take a look. Firestorm finishing now, and then there's Archidamus and Patrick on the other side. It's hard to get all three of them in one frame, but this works. There's Firestorm finishing. There's Patrick finishing. Oh, there's first Archidamus finishing, but Archidamus replay for some reason continues. I don't know why. We have first Firestorm finishing, then Archidamus, then Patrick. Really sick stuff. Really sick stuff. So close between them here. This is... I love watching this. So cool. Those were really close to each other. You would expect that it would continue like that, you know? A 13.89, a 13.83, and a 13.81. You would think that it would continue like that. And you would be right, because the next run is 200ths of a second faster. A 13.79. Only 200ths of a second. Yet again, it still stays this close with all of them. Here we go. It is Onion. And he's coming in with a completely different route again. He's taking the red boost at the start. Pop Slate checkpoint first. Plastic bounce there. Yellow booster here. Plastic bounce, wall right. Go up into this checkpoint. Plastic bounce down. Finished. I remember Onion and Patrick, I think, were talking, like, thinking, they were talking in Discord, thinking they had the exact same route and the exact same checkpoint order. And the funny thing is, they actually ended up being super close to each other, just 1/10 of a second difference, but their runs could not be more different. Like, the route is completely different between them. I thought that was really funny. It was only 1/10 of a difference, but actually 3 positions though. 3 positions of a difference, because it's just so close here. But yeah, really cool stuff by Onion. Starting off, not with a booster at the start, so he's going left immediately onto the red boost, then with really cool transitions here from one platform onto the black platform here, then bobsleigh, nice line, onto the reset now, then into the checkpoint, keeping good speed here. He has over 200 speed in this section, then just clean driving there onto the sausage once again. Nice landing here into the plastic, keeping all of his momentum. Then once again, we've seen this previously as well. These blocks just work so well together here. This ramp is just perfectly positioned for this platform right here. And it's also just such an efficient way to go up to this checkpoint here. Just really nice how this works together. And then one more booster at the ending to get a small plastic bounce. And I remember Onion being really mad that Margie placed this block here. And now you know why. Onion was mourning about that a little bit in the chat on Discord, that for some reason Margie placed this block here underneath the start. That must have made this jump at the ending so much harder. So much harder. But got it done. Got it done with a 13.79. Really cool run here by Onion. Different route, yet again. So nice to see. So all of these different routes coming together. And we're coming out to very different, similar times. We're not done yet, though. We are not done yet. Because the next run, yet again, this was a 0.79. It still stays just that close. Because the next run is a 13.70 by Stratos. A 13.07. Again, only 900ths of a second faster. It's so close. Can we just stop? I don't know how it keeps going. A 13.7. We had a 13.89, a 13.83, a 13.81, a 13.79, and now a 13.70. Let's take a look. Stratos run. We're going back to the old route, getting this checkpoint first. Booster here, now getting this weird plastic bounce yet again, jumping up, keeping speed from the wall right, clean transition there onto the sausage looping, and then just dropping down into the finish. Really clean run here by Stratos. I love this plastic bounce, like that he... So there's always the problem, right, with this line here, with the sausage, that there's this wall, you know? There's this wall here, which is a huge problem. But he just jumps over it. He just jumps over it with this plastic bounce. Just boing across and yeah, instantly onto a red boost as well. So immediately gets so much speed out of it across this straight here. And then just keeping good speed with that wall rate yet again. This ending here, kind of a quarter pipe jump. Also, it's just clean. You can tell here, he's getting the magnet heat. So he's bouncing against this, but instantly stops the momentum in that side with this block here, which is just really cleanly placed in this position. And also just this transition into the sausage looping, it just works out so well. Like these transitions just work out so nicely between these blocks. Where dropping down into the sausage, then clean here as well using the black platform block, which we have not seen used that much, but it works also super nicely from the sausage. And then just jump, you know, you just jump. A lot of people build like weird, difficult lines here, dropping down to the finish. It just jumps, you know, like just jump. Why not? It works really nicely for Stratos. And another crazy thing that you might not have realized with this one. He's not using a single reset. Not using a single one of the resets. Okay, technically he uses the one at the ending, but that one is rather bad, honestly. If he's holding gas, he would, if anything, he would be losing time in this position with the reset. He is not using the resets. He's just taking the momentum from the boosters and nothing else. Like, the entire run is in engine off, as it was intended. That's really cool as well. Yeah, this one here, he just placed it for scenery. There's just a bunch of scenery here. Because why not? Why wouldn't you build scenery? But remember how I said how close it was? Now we're going into that direction for real. Because we just had a 13.89, a 13.81. A 13.79, a 13.70. That were 5 people within 2/10 of each other. 2/10 separating 5 different people. The next run by Imperator is a whole second faster. From a 13.7, we are jumping to a 12.7. 1 second faster. 1 entire second. So far, Imperator has always done super well in the puzzle competition. He has gotten so far a 6th, a 4th, and a 3rd place. This is his run for this edition. Let's take a look. Starting off normal with the sausage here, dropping down into the booster, wall right here as well, and now watch this. It's just so cool. It's just so cool what Imperator found there. It's just so efficient on every base. Like, these transitions are insane. Like, okay, you might not be able to really tell what's even going on because it was hard for me at the beginning. He's going up in the magnet into a looping, jumping up, now hits this block here, this platform block that we've seen multiple times, for a transition downwards. So he places this one here to bounce down into the sausage loop. The sausage loop inside of the bobsleigh. Now the problem with the sausage loop would be that he would hit the bobsleigh, obviously, in this position. So what he does is place this one in between, this block in between, to just get that little bit extra height here. You know, like he's on this position here, and he gets a little bit extra to get over this, then hits the wall here as well, so that he doesn't bounce too far. So he hits the wall of the engine off, drops down into the reset, and then into the finish. Crazy stuff. Like, crazy. I don't know how you guys keep coming up with this every single month after each other. Insane. Booster here also just so efficient, yet again. Like, we've seen this multiple times with this booster, like people bouncing against this plastic bounce and stuff like that. But here he uses the sausage turn to the right to just barely fit through that gap. Like, look at how tiny this gap is that he's fitting through. But it just works out so nicely. It keeps so much speed with it. And he still has the red boost then available afterwards. Gets it here, red boost, jump, 6.9 seconds into the checkpoint, which is very nice, of course, as well. Really fast time into this checkpoint, and then just, this is just so fast. Like, this is just so fast, so cool what he came up with here. Like, such a cool route. Such a cool route by Imperator. Insane stuff. But sadly, this is not the edition where he finally breaks the curse. He was so often, I really want to see him win, but it was not enough. Even 1 second faster than all of the others was not enough. It is not enough for the win. Because just 1/10 of a second faster, we have David coming in with a 12.6. 1/10 of a second faster. And I have said that before, multiple times, that you are not ready for what you're about to see. I've said that many times. But this time, I mean it seriously. Because this is David's run, to go 1/10 of a second faster than Imperator. Here we go. Doing the ramp here onto this booster, then instant reset landing onto a red boost. And now, where is he going? Gets the magnet yeet and a plastic bounce finish. What is happening? What is going on? This is so insane. We've seen it once before, this magnet yeet, and he does it so insane. Look at that finish. That finish is insane. That is the most crazy finish I've ever seen. I could watch this for days. I could just watch it for days. This is also just such a good one. Like, that ending is just perfect. That's just such a perfect finish. Holy shit. Holy shit. David with a 12.6. I love it. So, let's digest for a second. At the start, of course, he's starting off just with a little bit of an optimization, as always. Instant booster, and then block mix this into the start to get a little bit extra distance here. Then with the ramp, jumps up straight onto a booster here, not wasting any time, just land immediately on a booster, and then going through this tiny gap here to the next checkpoint, instantly landing on a reset again as well. If you place a reset through a checkpoint like this, you do not get any engine off whatsoever. Wrong time. True. Fixed. There we go. 12.6. Sorry. Okay, there we go. I fixed it. Okay. Then over the reset here into the red boost. Does it immediately, basically. Then in this section here, once again, these transitions here to keep a flat line are also just really efficient as well. First of all, doing the most flat block here with the quarter pipe, then using this block here, the huge uphill, which is just slightly higher than this transition block right here. So you can just drive flat across, then for the edge here, uses the beam to get across that one, then ramp into a jump to keep maximum speed here as well. Doesn't bother with doing the line here with the quarter pipe because this is actually faster. It's less distance, you know? Like traveling like diagonal up like this is much faster than driving here and then going up. And then just, this is just something else. Goes up into a plastic wall ride into yeet. Like, how? This is again in engine off, by the way. He is engine off for this entire thing. And this is just unreal. Like, if you look at this from above, like, his trajectory, he curves, you know? It's magnet. It's just insane how he managed to abuse this block right here. This was just meant for scenery. Again, by the way, it's just meant for scenery, and he does it like this, just crazy stuff, and then the ending, like, the ending is just so perfect also. Just looking at this, he jumps up, and then plastic bounces here on this tiny little thing, plastic bounce, and then bounces down, and this just perfectly, this wall perfectly gives him to the trajectory into the finish. Just like, I think you can tell just how difficult this is once you look at it from this angle. Once again, maybe in full speed. It's just a work of art. A work of art, this run here by David. Work of art. Beautiful stuff. Let me fix this. Jumping up here with the reset, red boost, jump up here again, then the wall ride, magnet yeet, plastic bounce, finish. Beautiful. Let's take a look at a comparison between the two. Between Imperator and David, because they were so close to each other here. Imperator and David, a 12.7 and a 12.6. Let's take a look at a comparison between the two, because they had very similar routes actually. They take the same checkpoint here at the beginning. So David is jumping up like this, instantly on a booster now, going to the side. Imperator just going clean. And they get the checkpoint at a similar time. Now Imperator goes instantly to the right, already on the red boost now. Now David goes onto the red boost. But David has a super nice straight line here, a flat line to get as much speed as possible. Then Imperator goes up, goes for his wicked flip. Like, David is like in no man's land right now. He's so far away. Imperator is already getting the checkpoint now, and David is still here. But he gets just so much speed, that in the end, he overtakes while driving backwards as well. Maybe let's watch it from this camera as well. In slow motion, he jumps up here. Imperator already there. Then plastic bounce, drop down, and he overtakes into the finish. Crazy stuff. Just crazy stuff how this is possible. The thing is also, with David, he has also always, just like Imperator, been in like the top 4, getting crazy good runs. So far, he participated 2 times in the puzzle competition, and both times he got 3rd place. 3rd place 2 times for David so far. Sadly though, he is also not getting his break, because just like Imperator as well, it was not enough for the win. Because there was one more player, one more, the fastest time coming up now. And the crazy thing is, it's another second faster. It's Eastfo coming in with an 11.7. One more second faster. How do you go another second faster than both of those? They were already going a second faster than the others. We had so many runs earlier at 13 seconds. They looked so good. And this one is an 11.7. How do you even do an 11.7? It's crazy. Let's take a look. So Eastfo does a different checkpoint order. He goes to the right checkpoint first, clean wall right there, through the triangle, red boost, across here, wall right, finish. It's over so quick. It's over so quickly. Isfu into the first 2 checkpoints. Fastest out of everybody. Gets the run done here. And just beautiful. Just absolutely beautiful. So, dissecting once again, what makes this route work and make it so fast? First of all, the start. Booster immediately, as always. Then dropping down onto the sausage here. Nice downhill landing early. Then such a clean line here with this wall ride through the checkpoint. And crucially, getting a reset. And the thing is, with a reset, if you have reset and you're not an engine off, boosters will also boost you stronger. And because of that, this booster right here that he gets before this uphill is just so much more efficient. He is over 200 speed going uphill into this checkpoint now. But the most important thing, what makes this route fast, is this red boost section here. Gets the red boost, then into this bobsleigh checkpoint, driving across here, jump, and he gets such a clean transition out of it. And then, as I said before, we've seen this checkpoint order before. The finish is just so quick. Like, the finish is just 2 blocks across from the last checkpoint. It's so quick. You have to make this first checkpoint work. This first checkpoint is bad in this route. Like, it's the hardest checkpoint. But in this route, it doesn't even look bad. Like, it's just so clean, so optimized. Like, everything just falling into place for Isfu here. Yes, amazing run. Amazing run by Isfu. It's so simple compared to the others. Yeah, that's true. Like, it just works so nicely. It's just so nice. Also, one more thing as well, which I thought is very clever here. He placed the reset early here. So the reset, you don't necessarily need it, but he gets the reset with this tiny little edge. That tiny little edge that is sticking through here, he gets the reset early. So he's already accelerating through this. You could have also just placed the reset here, for example, or didn't have a reset at all. But with that block mix right there, works out and he gets the reset like that. And then just this finish is just so fast. It's so fast. He keeps so much speed. That was the fastest run from you guys. However, as I said before, wait a second, I just want to check check one thing because I don't remember if the hotkey worked. Yes, okay, perfect, that worked. Okay, I always drive a run as well. Not only do you have to beat everyone else, you also have to beat me. I always participate as well. My run comes at the ending. And the thing with my run is, if I win and have a faster time, the 100 euro prize pool goes into the next edition. We had that already in the second round where I had the fastest time, and the next one had 200. Next one had 200 euros, and then if I would win again, it would be 300 euros, and so on and so forth. The prize money would always go into the next round. Or if Isfu wins, he's going home with 100 euro. So, first of all, I want to show you something because I'm gonna be honest, I struggled hard with this map. So I'm first showing you a run which is not my real run. This is what I worked on for like 90% of my time playing the map. And it was the same order that we've seen so many times. The same checkpoint order that we've seen so many times. Actually, I can just show the run, I guess. So this is just an example run. I overrode my run, so I didn't have my actual PB anymore. I just drove this one quickly as a showcase. So I started off here, instant onto a yellow booster, dropping down onto the reset here, then red booster, jumping across, and then plastic bounce at the top, keep the speed, and then use the ramp for a small bounce into the looping and finish. So this run is like a high 14 or something. You could do a 13 high with it, I think, with this route. But it was incredibly difficult. And I just didn't feel this route. Like I did this route for a long time as well with the reset immediately here, then red boost and the sausage. I spent literally 90% of my time working on this route. And I just couldn't get it to work. Like this part here. Everybody who found a good solution for this, I can definitely praise you guys because this is so hard to get this done nicely. I did like the idea of using this ramp here for the flip to get a better transition onto this. However, in this run, obviously, I didn't have good speed with this one. But yeah, this could have been a 13, a high 13. That would have been my run. But then on the last day, at like 2 a.m. or something, before I had to drive to Dortmund with a train, I decided, let's just try a different checkpoint order again. And I tried around a little bit, and suddenly the map worked out and everything fell into place. And I came up with the same order as Isfo. The same checkpoint order as Isfo. With his 11.7. The crazy thing with this run is, I drove this at 4 a.m. and I had to take a train at 10 a.m. This was literally as late as it gets. Let's take a look. So I'm starting here, to the right, drop down into the sausage, now plastic bounce instead of Isfo, going up here through the triangle, plastic bounce again, red boost up, into the reset here, drop down, and finish. It just fell into place. It just fell into place suddenly. There's two major differences with my run and with Isfo's run. Let's take a look. So first difference is I am plastic bouncing here instead of Isfo and going quicker onto the booster but with a little bit less speed. Second difference is I didn't place the reset here early into the bobsleigh. I placed it here. You might think, or you might ask yourself, why did I do that? Why did I not place it here early and place it here at the end? The reason is, I didn't come up with that idea. And it would have been way faster. But let's take a look. Maybe this plastic bounce that I'm doing at the start gained me a bunch of time. Let's take a look at the comparison against Isfo. So, starting off, dropping down here. Then we do a different line, and nah, I'm getting smoked by Isfo. it's so much better. It's so much better. Isfo wins. GG. My run is a 12.5. 8/10 faster, or 8/10 slower than Isfo. I had the same idea, almost the same route, and Isfo still beat me by 8/10 of a second. Oh god. GG to Isfo. What a run and what a route. Like, I would not be able to think of anything that you could improve on your route. I've got to be honest. Like, I thought about it even after as well, after I saw your route. I don't think you can improve anything. I don't know. I would love to see, but I don't think you can improve this. This really feels like optimal. This really feels optimal. GG to Isfo. Isfo winning puzzle competition number 4, finally. Also here I can also show now. It was a 12.54 with my route here. Yeah, I did not. I knew I lost a little bit of time there at the ending as well, but I just didn't have time. It was 4 a.m. I had to catch a train at 10 a.m. But yeah, GG Isfo. Oh, what a run. What a run. Crazy stuff. I can also show one more time. I can show you guys a full comparison of all of the runs. Let me get that real quick. I believe it should be this one. Never mind. It should be this one. What place was that? It would have still been second place, actually. It was really close with the other ones. But yeah, here we go. I have everyone in one picture now, in one replay. And you can take a look at this. This is going to be very confusing here. So we have a lot of people going to the right or to the left. We see one person, Archidamos, using 2 boosters at the start, and with that is so much faster into the first checkpoint here. Lots of people taking this route here into this checkpoint. A few people, being Yumi, myself, Isfo, and Ferx, going into this checkpoint. Doomy, for some reason, clipping through the ground at the start and just dropping down in his press forward. Then also a few people going to the right, and a few people proximate and unknown turning around at the beginning. Then going a little bit further. Now, here at this point, this is also the reason why so many people preferred this route instead of dropping down here. At this point, Archidamos is already in checkpoint 2, and Isfo and me, with the, in the end, winning route, we were only in checkpoint 1 now. Archidamos already has 2 checkpoints, collected 3.3 seconds, already at 2 checkpoints. Now the others coming in as well, and they're also so much faster. Like they get these checkpoints so much quicker. Like at the time Eastful is at the checkpoint, like the others are already like halfway up the road to this area here. It's just so much quicker to do these first 2 checkpoints in this order. But then you come back with the red boost here and the crazy line for the ending, because finishing from the bobsleigh is very difficult. Yeah, lots of people coming up to this spot here. I believe the fastest, you also see some people going the other way around, of course, Onion, Solbur, Ruki, Quentin. Lots of people also going the other way around. But I believe the fastest into this checkpoint here was Stratos, then Archidamus, then Patrick, and Imperator, Schuldenberater. At some point, here's David, who ended up being second place, actually. Just getting into the checkpoint now. Yeah, then, everybody, this is a little bit of a mess here to look at. Here you see Imperator just flying across the track through the air into this checkpoint. So much quicker into this checkpoint. Then it's Firestorm into this checkpoint, by the way. Next one. Then David comes into the checkpoint, drops down. Now, at this point, Eastful is already in the finish. This ending is just so much faster for Eastful. He just keeps so much more speed, and he's already in the finish now. 11.7. Then the next one was me with 12.5. Then David just driving into the finish backwards like that. Then Imperator, the next one. Now there's just a second gap until the next person. And then like 5 people in a row super close to themselves. The next one coming in was Stratos with the fastest time with 13.70. Then the next one, Onion with a different line again. Then Firestorm, Archidamus, and Patrick. We saw them earlier already. Actually, let's get this one here as well. Like, they're so close to each other at the high 13s. It's so cool to see how close to each other they were. Then next one was Alec Bees and also Schuldenberater. Schuldenberater, actually, wait, Alec Bees should be, but he crashed against the finish, I remember. Actually, the next one is Kuruki afterwards. Then the next one is F6, somehow overtaking Alcon into the finish. Then the next one is Alcon. Then finally Alec Bees comes into the finish. Then Friede just bouncing into the finish with Yumi. Yumi barely overtaking Friede actually into the finish. Then the next ones coming from behind here is Sudo and Marius with very similar lines as well. Then Sobu into the finish. Next one into the finish is Leo right there, coming into finish from this side. Then it's Ferx and Funny Pulse getting to the finish. Next one is Azure, and then also Domino and Techie basically at the exact same time. Next one is Veovis coming from this side here, barely in front of Zamos. And after Zamos, we have a small gap of 7/10 with the next players coming in now, which being Xelm, then Athrix. Next one is Kaguya and Nikki. Then Lone Drive from the other side coming in as well. Then next one is Pilosus, came in from this side here actually with this crazy bobsleigh finish. And after Pilosus, small gap yet again to Viper being the next one behind us. Viper going to the finish. Then it's iTwitch, then Rock Skater, then Mac and Cheese bouncing into the finish with a quarter pipe jump. And after Mac and Cheese, we have a small gap to Proximate, then Margie herself, then Unknown bouncing into the finish, and then Mega Artery. And then, well, this might take a little bit. Yeah, you're getting there. You're getting there. Soon. Soon. There we go. Do me finishing as well. Again, like from the overview here as well, you can watching it from the overview. It's a lot to take in at once. Maybe you can find yourself with the name tag, and then already now Ease for finishing, then everyone else coming in. Really cool stuff. I would have never thought that an 11-second time was possible. 11 seconds is just crazy to me. I would have never expected that. Never would I have expected an 11.7. That was really fun. I really enjoyed that one. Thank you guys for watching puzzle competition number 4. Hope to see you guys for the next one again as well. Gonna be really fun. Will be happening next month, always on the first Friday. I mean, should be always on the first Friday of the month. So see